Shitty Combs is one of the most predatory, ruthless, controlling, greedy, disgusting, vile, trashy, bottom of the barrel, corny, dancing with his son, can't let go of the fucking 90s, aggressively, closeted, raging homosexual pieces of shit the music industry has ever seen. Oh, and he's sadly one of the most successful figures in hip-hop and R&B music too. Though he has sold hundreds of millions of records, created one of the most influential, iconic independent labels, Bitch Boy Records, helped introduce, produce, and develop some of the most iconic R&B hip-hop artists of all time like Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim, Biggie Smalls, Faith Evans, Jodeci, and Usher. He has become a billionaire, has had countless successful business endeavors, and is an undisputed mogul. This bitch is just wicked. Shitty is alleged to be one of the most scandalous, controlling, sick, and evil men in the music industry. And I'm saying allegedly because of legal purposes. Just know, I'm saying it just for legal purposes. And the stories and rumors about this man are just jaw-dropping, including allegations of a secret homosexual life, child SA, greed, and even murder. Rumors about Shitty Combs have been circulating for decades, but ex-girlfriend and singer Cassie is filing a lawsuit that is exposing him for how sick of an individual he is. And it seems that this devil is finally getting brought down. And today I'll be discussing all of the rumors and allegations that are out here about Shitty and how did this bitch rise to power? How did he gain so much success and control? And remember, I don't know anything in this video to be true or false. These are all rumors, and everything I will say in this video is alleged. Just know I'm just saying that. So let's go. Shitty Combs was born Sean Love Combs in Harlem, New York on November 4th, 1969. He was raised by a single mother after his father was shot to death while sitting in a car in Central Park when Shitty was just 2 years old. Shitty was raised as an only child, mainly in Mount Vernon, New York, and was a good student, making good grades and a star athlete in school. Surprising. Shitty was given the nickname Puff because he would huff and puff as a child when he was angry. Shitty attended Howard University, but dropped out his sophomore year to become an intern at Uptown Records in 1991. During this time, he had built a reputation as a very popular event and party promoter, as he would throw lavish parties and was a great dancer. He quickly climbed up the ranks of Uptown Records as he helped develop artists like Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. He then became the label's vice president. But in 1993, he was fired from Uptown Records because, to him, there couldn't be two kings in one castle, as Andre Harrell was the label's king and founder. But this did not stop the determined Shitty, as he secured a $15 million joint venture deal with Clive Davis and Arista Records to create his own record label, Bitch Boy Records. This label got to work as future rap legend released his debut album, Ready to Die, to immediate success. This was the Notorious B.I.G., as the album will be certified 6 times platinum and become a hip-hop classic. He then signed more acts to Bitch Boy, including Faith Evans, 112, Total, and his in-house production team, The Hitman, which worked with artists like Mariah Carey, Usher, TLC, Boyz II Men, SWV, and many others. Shitty and Biggie then got into the most infamous feud in hip-hop of all time with Suge Knight and Tupac's Death Row Records, being coined East Coast vs. West Coast. He released his debut album, No Way Out, in 1997, which was a commercial success, being certified 7 times platinum, having 2 huge #1 hits and 2 other top 2 hits on the Billboard Hot 100. He's seen more success with artists like Mace, Lil' Kim, and many more. We all know how the story goes. Shitty kept having more success, eventually having a clothing line, alcohol brand, signing more successful artists, and becoming the bitch-ass iconic music mogul he is known for today. Now that we have covered the career side of things, it's now time to discuss all of the dark scandals, rumors, and allegations that surround his sorry life. So let's go all the way back. Now, it has been speculated that Diddy is a closeted homosexual for years, and the streets say that Diddy allegedly slept with all his male artists. They actually allege that to even be a part of Bitch Boy Records, you have to sleep with Diddy. First, we have Usher. In the early 90s, when Usher was 14 trying to come up in the music industry, he was sent to live with Diddy to quote-unquote see the lifestyle. He was paid to live with him and was exposed to the wild lifestyle of Diddy in the music industry at a young age. But things get darker when rumors allege that an adult Diddy and an underage child, Usher, indulged in sexual activities together, which is just sick, and I don't even have to explain why. Diddy even kind of exposed himself years later on tape, as he said he and Usher would wake up when he was quote-unquote 10, and I'm just gonna show y'all what he said.
Guard stage, that's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented, you know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the all for the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he
So we all just watched this grown-ass man admit to relations with a child. It's like he doesn't even try to hide it. Next, we have Clive Davis. It is alleged that Diddy got on his knees for Clive Davis in 1994 to even get his label, Bitch Boy Records, funded under Clive. And this rumor was even more believed when Clive came out as bisexual in 2013, meaning him having sex with another man, especially Diddy, is not far-fetched. Now, one of Diddy's biggest alleged scandals was with his ex-girlfriend and baby mother, the beautiful late Kim Porter. In the late 80s, Kim Porter was the assistant to Uptown Records founder Andre Harrell and the wife of singer Al Shore. I'm not about to get into her whole life and relationship, but to make a long story short, Shitty Combs stole Al Shore's wife, then raised Al Shore's son, Quincy, as his son. And yeah, that's what he did. He took his wife and he took his son. There's so much history between all of them, and Diddy has allegedly done atrocious things to these people. Now, the most sick thing that Diddy has been accused of pertains to the death of his ex-girlfriend and child's mother, Kim Porter, who sadly passed away 5 years ago in 2018 due to what the coroner's office said was lobar pneumonia, but the people don't believe this. It is sadly rumored that Kim Porter's cause of death was allegedly murder at the hands of the father of her children, punk-ass Honey Combs. And this kind of adds up because Kim Porter was reportedly releasing the tell-all book that would include shitty scandals all in it. Then she randomly just pops up dead. I hate evil. I hate this man. Like, it shows he would do anything to keep up this illusion of an image of him that doesn't even exist. If you would go as far as to take out the mother of your own children, you are literally demonic trash. Like, this sick bitch has no soul. His kids have no mother, but why would he care? He's the devil. We don't know for a fact if Shitty did this, but honestly, I don't put it past him, and I just pray Kim's soul rest in peace. Now, to the downfall of Shitty Combs. Singer and longtime ex-girlfriend of Shitty has began what will be the end of this bitch. She has taken a $30 million lawsuit out on Shitty, and the details of this lawsuit are just sickening, entailing counts of SA and ABUSC, and so much more. Cassie was signed to Shitty when she was 19 and his dirty ass was 37. Their first physical encounter was on her 21st birthday. He allegedly pulled her into a bathroom and forcibly kissed her with his Clive Davis meat-sucking lips. He then allegedly picked her up from her apartment, slipped her a pill, and this pill was ecstasy. By 2008, Shitty had allegedly introduced Cassie to opiates. Then in the lawsuit, it says that Shitty also had Cassie's medical records sent to his email address, as he was allegedly beating her and she would have excruciating headaches due to this. This ABUSE kept going for poor Cassie, but Shitty Combs would use his money and power to keep Cassie in his control. Cassie will be kicked and stomped violently as security and staff will watch without even hesitating to challenge Shitty. Then things get weirder as trafficking becomes involved. Shitty would allegedly have these things called freak-offs, where male ex-workers were hired to engage in acts with Cassie as Shitty's sick ass would watch. And he would always make sure it was quote-unquote BBC. Like, this dude is really, bro. While Cassie was in the recording session with rapper Wale, Shitty's insecure punk ass bursted in and along with his security, allegedly held Wale over a balcony because he didn't want other men around her. In 2011, when Shitty and Cassie weren't on much of good speaking terms, I mean, it was a whole abusive relationship, but she began talking to Kid Cudi. Shitty obviously got jealous. Then in the end, he allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car after telling Cassie that he would. Now, there was so much more in this lawsuit, and there has even been more rumors of Shitty's sons taking turns with Cassie while he was there. Like, the sickness goes on and on. Shitty settled the lawsuit out in court, and she is receiving her money. Cassie's receiving her money, but no amount of money can heal all the pain and trauma she has endured at the hands of this disgusting, sorry excuse of a human being. But I'm glad she did, because it is finally exposing his ass to the mainstream and showing everybody who he truly is, a sick, gay devil. This whole lawsuit and case has been covered by all the big news and media companies, including the New York Times, ABC, and CNN. He has been forced to step down from his weak-ass media company, Revolt, and more of his karma is coming his way. Shitty Combs has gotten away with his shit for way too long, and it's time for him to go down. And if anybody been thinking me calling Shitty gay is like a bad thing, I'm not saying that it's bad. My problem with him is that because he's insecure about his sexuality, he tries to become a predator and uses his insecurities to control and put harm on other people. And that's why I'm calling him out about his sexuality. But back to what I was saying. Shitty Combs has gotten away with this shit for too long, and it is time for this bitch to go down. He thought he was the most powerful and invincible, but it makes me think, why now? Like, why is all this stuff getting released about him on these big media services just now when he's been doing this since the 90s? Rumors and allegations have been circulating the streets around about Shitty since the beginning of his career in the 90s, especially in the black community. He's been able to get away without consequences because he has had people higher up in the industry protecting him. But I guess his meat-sucking skills are failing him because nobody's protecting his shitty, trashy ass anymore. And I'm ready to see him fall completely. I want him to lose all his money. I want him to lose all his money, all of his companies, everything. I want him to turn out just like R. Kelly did, and I think this is about to happen. Shitty Combs, your reign of terror is finally coming to an end.